Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great day or night wherever you are. And if you like my channel, do like, share and subscribe. Today we will be discussing about the book Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert and the main crux of the book, like why you should read it and what it contains. Well, even though the book written is so beautiful that it contains magical stuff at every step of it, I will try to keep it simple and include all the main messages that she gets across through the book. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so starting with the Big Magic. It's not the Big Magic. Okay, so starting with the book Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, I have mentioned in one of my previous videos. She has written the book in such a way that she talks about creativity, mainly about how creativity makes humans so different than every other being on this planet. Creativity is also something a human should pursue regardless of all the fears and without underestimating themselves, like if they're talented or they're not talented, and they should just trust in their creative ideas and how they can pursue a creative life and lead an authentic life without feeling overwhelmed or without feeling afraid of the circumstances or the consequences, or without feeling like they would be judged by the other people. So like I said, that the book consists of a lot of knowledge almost in every page of it, but I will try to stick to 4 to 6 points. Will give you the complete picture of what the book was about, starting with overcoming fear to create. So, like a lot of people might have experienced in their life, whenever they get an idea to create something new, it could be it could be, it could be a painting, it could be a musical piece, it could be starting a sport, or it could even be learning to dance, or it could also be involved in writing a book or anything. There are a number of ways that you feel compelled to pursue something creative which is out of your mundane life. So the only thing that stops a person from pursuing it is fear. And she talks about how fear is so irrelevant in all this creative process. Why? Because fear only comes because you are stepping into an unknown, and your brain is wired such that you can only feel comfortable in the familiar places. Those familiar places are, if they are not the uncomfortable zones, if it is something that you have never done, then the fear steps in. And the fear is, sometimes it can get powerful if you don't know how to manage it. So she basically tells us that you don't have to actually kill the fear, but you have to know how to manage it. This line that allow the fear to ride in the car with you, but don't let it drive. The next thing that she talks about is enchantment. Okay, told you in my previous videos that ideas are like living things. So they usually travel from one person to another in the form of inspirations. So mostly humans are inspired in their day-to-day life, but they seldom act on it. And when you act on it, and ideas are looking for human partners to bring themselves into reality. If a human does not recognize that idea, it moves on to someone else. That is how the other person, which you don't even know exists in the world, might end up doing something exactly which you were supposed to be doing, because you just had that idea once in a while and you never entertained it or attended to it or acted on it. So enchantment is nothing but recognizing that inspiration and acting on it and bringing it into existence. So it is a magical relationship between humans and inspiration. The next thing that she talks about is that you don't have to be so special to create. So, a very prominent line that she says is that creativity is not a privilege, rather, it's a birthright. And I totally agree with her, because nobody is born talented or born privileged. You have to, first of all, identify with the ideas. Like in the previous case, you just ignored it. Just attend to it, try to act on it. There's always a day one for a beginner. Some other human being can do something which you are scared of doing. It's like totally irrational. It doesn't make sense. So it's a very it's a popular notion that you have to suffer or struggle, or you need to be exceptional to create art or to pursue something which is different from what the masses are doing. And it's totally wrong. She totally denies it. She just says that you just need to have a desire to create. Some curiosity is more than enough for you to pursue your creative idea. Yes. So now that once you have recognized your idea, recognized your inspiration, recognized your desire to create something, you have to persist through it. If you are looking for perfectionism, it will kill your creativity. Your creativity needs consistency and curiosity. If you are thinking that you will get the results just now and just when you have started and you will start excelling at it, you are setting yourself up for some really bad consequences. I won't say that you can't do it exceptionally fast. You definitely can. But persisting through that process is more important than anything else. You have to show up even when it's hard. You have to show up even if you think that outcomes are uncertain. Even if you are uninspired, you should keep working. If you just look through the successful people, they are neither more gifted nor more lucky. They are just very consistent. So consistency is the key aspect of creative journey. To achieve that consistency, you can develop rituals or routine and develop some habits that will make you show up even though you feel uninspired, even though you don't feel like it. Resistance is the big magic in action. After that, you need to trust the process. You might have heard this cliche line almost everywhere now, but it actually does work. Even though you can find some external sources telling you that you can't do it, it takes time, or maybe it's not working, or yeah, look, someone else is doing better than you, who are you to do it? No, you have to block all that noise, and you have to single-handedly trust in your creativity, because you have to believe first that your creation is valuable, and if you want, then maybe no one else will. To add to this thing that this entire creative journey is not for you to show to anyone else what you can do. Rather, it is a journey for you to explore yourself and what your desires are, what makes you grow, what makes you who you are authentically. It's your responsibility to keep trusting no matter what. And she mentions that universe is not conspiring against you, it is neutral. So if you believe that yes, it will work out, it will work out. And if you start believing that it won't, so it won't. It just reflects. Also, she rejects the stereotype of a tortured artist. And I totally agree with her, because you don't have to be tortured or sad or go through something really drastic to become an artist. You can do it with a light, playful and curious approach. So you just need to have the curiosity to explore your own creativity, like how far you can go with it. The most magical thing about the book is that she touches upon the fact that life is partly a human effort and it's partly mystical and magical. There are some magical and mystical powers out there who help us co-create our own life, our own realities, whether it is in music, whether it is in art, whether it is in acting, whether it is in writing a book. You will see that creativity actually connects us humans to something larger than ourselves. It's basically a meeting between the human and the magical. It transforms the creator. So to sum it up all, you just need to follow your curiosity over pressure. You need to be consistent, do it imperfectly but joyfully. Also, you should treat your inspiration with a lot of respect. It's very magical that you get inspired. Get rid of all the judgment and fear out there. It's so irrelevant and so not worth it. You are going to live your life and you don't have to live it at disposal of anybody else's judgment or opinion or anything. Just do what feels right to you. So that was Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. I hope you have enjoyed this book review. Well, you should definitely read that book. We will meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye.